Hello my little tea bags and teacups. Today I'm going to show you how I did my Shepard makeup, so take a drink, put your contacts in, and let's get started. First we're going to remove any makeup as well as cleanse our skin. Next, using a primer as well as a pore minimizer, you're going to mix the two together and just slather it on. Take a sip while that settles in. For the base, we're going to use a light-colored foundation, and we're going to blend that in using a damp beauty blender or, drugstore equivalent knockoff. Next, using your concealer, you're going to highlight and cover any blemishes and dark circles. The goal pretty much is just to slim and elongate the face to match Shepard's. And then to set your base, you're going to use the lightest matte shade that you have, and you're going to use a dense brush and press that into the concealed areas of your face, and then use pressed powder for everywhere else. It was at this point I realized that I already hecked up this tutorial by not covering my eyebrows before even putting on makeup. So we're going to go back and do that and pretend that this is the beginning of the tutorial where you're going to press down and work some glue into the outer parts of your eyebrows. And you're going to let that dry in between layers. And then using a combination of your first light concealer and then a really thick creamy concealer, you're going to cover up those brows. This is going to help try and disguise the color of your eyebrows. There's no real trick to this, you're just going to tap and blend, and then once you get the cream concealer on, you're just going to give that a few minutes to settle in before going in and patting the heck out of it. Okay, now we can actually go in and color our eyebrows. So, you're going to go take a color that's going to either match your wig or be a couple shades darker, and you're going to go and draw in your eyebrow. If we look at Shepard's, her eyebrows are very highly arched, and the tail kind of goes out to the side. Don't worry if you mess this up, because you can just go in with concealer on the edges and make that nice and clean. A good tip to get matching eyebrows is just to look straight on into the mirror and try and match the angles of the brows to the irises in your eyes. And then once your eyebrows are all fleek, you're going to go ahead and, But for real, you're going to go and blend out that concealer and then go and pick up your potential off the floor. One of us has to believe in me. Alright, you're going to powder and then you're going to move on to contouring. Grabbing a light shade, you're going to contour your nose. If we look at Shepard's, her nose is really nice and long and slim, so we're going to have to fake that. Then you're going to do this really cute button nose thing where you're going to contour over the top of your nose, and it's just going to help the tip of your nose protrude out a little bit more. And then using a blush brush, you're going to work that contour shade into your cheeks, and we're going to just try and hollow them out slightly. Don't forget to take that contour shade along the sides of your temples, as well as under the jawline. And then once you're done that, you're going to grab a deeper contour shade and we're going to really chisel out our cheekbones. For me, I'm putting it just right along the bone. You're also going to use that color to go right underneath the apples of the cheeks and to taper in the chin as well. Shepard also has a really pouty lower lip, so we're going to go and contour there as well. Now we're going to go and highlight back in those areas where you're going to go on the tip of your nose, on the sides of the mouth, the chin, underneath the eyes. We're just going to go make it nice and bright again. Make sure to bring that highlight right up next to the contour on each side of the nose because this will help to slim it out as well. Blend, blend, blend. If you think you've blended enough, go and blend some more. Dropping things on the floor is also a very integral part of this makeup, so, keep doing that. Then you're going to grab a nice, warm tone gray shade and you're going to use that as a wash all over your eyelid. Make sure to keep it away from your brow bone, seeing as you're just going to have to highlight that later, and then on your lower lash line, but keep it away from the inner tear duct. And continuing to use the world's most basic palette, you're going to build up the outer corner of your smoky eye look, both equally on the top and bottom lash line. I'm not really sure that a smoky cat eye is absolutely necessary to be a commander in space, but you know what? We're not going to judge. And then from the world's heaviest palette, you're going to grab a nice sparkly, glittery black shade, and you're just going to pat and blend that into your eyelid. I didn't have too much of a problem, but I would recommend tapping off your access before you're going in with your eye just so you can avoid any fallout. And no, if you don't know what I mean by fallout, I'm not talking about the game, I'm just talking about the satanic, demonic little flecks of pigment that are just going to fall off from the excess on your brush. But back to the matter at hand. You're going to grab a nice pigmented purple shade and you're going to blend out any of the black, and then you're going to do something scary. Basically what I'm doing here is just further deepening my eyes by creating a fake fold on the inner corner here. If you look at Shepard's face, you can see that she has these really deep set eyes. Just trust me, it'll look good in photos. Grab a pencil liner of your choice and you're going to line your waterline as well as the upper lash line. And if you already have eye bags, you can go ahead and skip this next step, but you're going to use that same purple shade and you're going to draw in eye bags if you don't have any like I do. Also grab a white eyeliner of your choice and put that into the inner tear duct and blend that out. And grabbing a jumbo eyeliner pencil, you're going to go ahead and highlight even more high points of your face on your cupid's bow and the tip of the nose. Just highlight until you're dead. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, using a matte mauve rosy shade, you're going to go ahead and start cutting out your lip shape. Now, Shepard doesn't really have super distinctive lips, but they're just nice and plump. So you're going to go ahead and use that shade, and then also a dark berry shade, and you're going to go ahead and deepen the shadows of the lips as well. Here you're going to use a mixture of the contour and blush, and you're going to give yourself a nice space-blown flush on the middle of your cheeks, and also on your forehead. And then you know that feeling where you have natural freckles, and then you go and put on a ton of makeup on top of that? Yeah, you're going to go in and draw them back on. Now before moving on, we're going to put on our wig cap, curl our eyelashes, and put on several coats of mascara. Then, using your liquid eyeliner, you're going to go and line your inner corners, and then you're going to create a small wing on your top and bottom lash line. Also falsies. Alright, now it's time to put on our wig. So if you're going to be like me, I moved my wig over to the side slightly just to give myself a more distinctive part. And if you're wig styling, Got to Be Glued Freeze Spray is probably one of the better brands you could get, so try and find that if you can. But what you're going to do for the wig is you're going to pull sections forward into your face as a fringe, and then you're just going to spray to set it down. Just section, pin, and spray to your heart's content. Finally, using a setting spray to set your makeup to last all day, and then, look at that, you're done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.